Why did the immortal reversal pearl, the Tian Ni Zhu, recognize Wang Lin, a man once considered worthless, as its master? Was it chance? Was it destiny? Or was it something else entirely? In truth, it was none of these. The recognition was not a random miracle or a twist of fate. It was the result of a calculation so profound and vast that it spanned billions of years. A scheme so deeply rooted in cause and effect that even the final villain of Renegade Immortal turned out to be just another chess piece. According to the original work, the origin of the Tian Ni Zhu is perhaps the greatest secret in the entire story. It was not just a treasure, it was the core of the boundary compass, a tool of unimaginable power. Born from the ancient tree of the Kangmong realm, it was revered even by the seven-colored immortal venerable as the most sacred relic of the realm. Taoist gods desired it. Immortal venerables fought over it. And yet this treasure of unspeakable value, this object that could change the heavens themselves, eventually fell into the hands of Wang Lin. Not when he was strong, not when he was respected, but when he was at his lowest, most desolate point, a time when he was considered by all to be a complete failure. After being swallowed by a bird, the Tian Ni Zhu wandered through the mortal realm for hundreds of years. And then, purely by accident, or so it seemed, it was picked up by Wang Lin. But make no mistake, this was not an accident. It was a carefully orchestrated event, the result of endless cause and effect moving in perfect alignment. Because the Tian Ni Zhu does not choose based on talent. It doesn't seek out those with innate brilliance or vast potential. No, it looks for something far rarer. It chooses a soul that is so obsessed, so reckless, so defiant of fate, that it would rather perish than yield. It seeks out madness, not genius. And that is exactly what Wang Lin represented. The true power of the Tian Ni Zhu goes far beyond accelerating cultivation. Its capabilities are terrifying. It can manipulate time, devour world spirits, and even pinpoint and influence reincarnation. But behind all these divine functions lies a central purpose: to gather the five elements and bind together the karmic threads of life and death. So why, among countless geniuses in the three realms, was Wang Lin the only one able to fully activate its power? The answer lies in the very nature of Wang Lin himself. Born with average aptitude, he was never meant to succeed. He was mocked, overlooked, dismissed, and yet, through betrayal, loss, and despair, he forged a heart colder and stronger than even the oldest monsters in the cultivation world. More importantly, his unshakable obsession with resurrecting Li Muwan aligned perfectly with the Pearl's mission: to reverse karma and defy destiny. Let's break this down further. The activation of the Pearl's water attribute isn't simple. It requires the host to reach a state of desperation where they transcend even the fear of death. They must release a will so powerful that it resonates with the laws of the cosmos. That's exactly what happened when Wang Lin endured the burden of the heavens and grasped the extreme realm of consciousness. Despite his mortal body, he shouldered divine laws and achieved the impossible. This moment of complete insanity, of risking everything without hesitation, triggered the Pearl's recognition mechanism. It wasn't brilliance that drew the Pearl in. It was Wang Lin's willingness to destroy himself for what he believed in. And this is what separates him from the so-called geniuses. Most of them fear death. They are shielded by sex, cushioned by resources, and protected by fate. They would never, could never, meet the Pearl's cruel standards. They lack the madness. They lack the obsession. Even the way Wang Lin obtained the Pearl proves it was not a coincidence. It was the result of a grand design. The story begins with Situ Nan, once known as Zhu, who was forced to hide inside the Pearl after losing a battle over it. When he ended up in the mortal world, so did the Pearl. It was this fateful event that led to Wang Lin discovering the path of cultivation. But the plan ran deeper. The Pearl's previous master, the mysterious old man Mi Sheng, planted a critical seed in the flow of time. Later in the story, Wang Lin, having reached the peak of cultivation, travels back to the ancient past and personally throws the Tian Ni Zhu into the future, where he would one day discover it again. Thus a time loop was created, Wang Lin giving the Pearl to his past self without even realizing it at first. But even this loop wasn't the end, because behind everything, behind Situ Nan, behind Mia Sheng, behind even the pearl itself, stood the real mastermind, the ancient Zhang Emperor. This was not just a powerful cultivator, but a pinnacle character from another of the author's novels. He had one ultimate goal: resurrection. To return from death, the Zhang Emperor relied on the pearl's ability to absorb world spirit energy. He fused the remnant soul of Tian Niu, bound it to a world spirit, and turned this new entity into a pawn in his plan. Every challenge Wang Lin faced, the elemental trials, the mysterious relics, the encounters with ancient beasts, were all traps meant to prepare the pearl for the Zhang Emperor's return. Even Li Muwan's soul was used. When her nascent soul was drawn into the pearl, it became the key to unlocking the life and death pathway that the Zhang Emperor needed. Still think it was a coincidence? There's more. When Wang Lin gained the Earth attribute on Vermilion Bird Star, the pearl devoured all spiritual energy from the ancestral land of the immortal relics. On the surface, it looked accidental, but the truth was chilling. The Zhang Emperor, through the remnants of the bald crane Tian Niu, manipulated Wang Lin's enemies into driving him into danger, all to force him to complete the next step of the plan. And the most painful part? Wang Lin believed he was using the pearl to revive Li Muwan, but in reality, her soul was being used as a sacrifice for someone else's return. The love that drove him became a shackle used to control him. The most brutal move in this entire cosmic game was not betrayal or manipulation. It was turning Wang Lin's greatest love into the very chain that bound him. But the planners made one mistake. They underestimated Wang Lin. Step by step, as he climbed to the pinnacle of cultivation, he grew sharper, stronger, colder. No longer a pawn, he began to see the threads of fate woven around him. When he extracted the Moonwatcher bone, he noticed the gold attribute's energy behaving strangely. Using his dream technique, he uncovered a terrifying truth. His karmic thread had been forcefully altered. And when Li Muwan's soul was threatened by the heavenly Tao, Wang Lin fused with his clone, invoked the scroll of life and death, and shattered the expected path. This act not only protected her, it accelerated the pearl's acceptance of him as its true master. Why? Because the Tian Ni Zhu, above all else, only surrenders to those insane enough to fight the heavenly Tao itself. And Wang Lin did more than just fight it. He broke it. His cultivation path, born from madness and obsession, became the one unpredictable variable in the Emperor's plan. When the 5 elements were finally complete, Wang Lin didn't just awaken the pearl. He devoured the world spirit energy within it, stripping away the remnants of the Zhang Emperor's will. What was once a resurrection tool now became Wang Lin's weapon. The chessboard flipped. The puppet cut his strings. Wang Lin, the so-called failure, had now become a force of cause and effect more terrifying than the Tian Ni Zhu itself. After over 1,300 years of relentless killing and hardship, he no longer followed fate, he controlled it. And the final twist? The Zhang Emperor had hoped to possess Wang Lin's soul after the 5 elements were gathered. But he never expected that Wang Lin had already bound Li Muwan's soul to his own extreme realm in the dream reincarnation. So when the Zhang Emperor attempted to seize control, the power of the extreme realm surged in reverse, trapping his soul inside Li Muwan's. He walked into a prison made of love, and he never left. As Situ Nan once said, "Madmen are frightening, but a madman with a purpose greater than heaven is unstoppable." The recognition of Wang Lin by the Tian Ni Zhu was not fate's blessing. It was a two-way gamble. The ancient emperor gambled that Wang Lin would complete his plan. The old man Miexing gambled that Wang Lin would transcend reincarnation. And Wang Lin gambled that his obsession could shatter all manipulation. In the end, only one gambler won. But the story doesn't quite end there. When Wang Lin used the pearl to finally resurrect Li Muwan, the bead released a brilliant 7-colored light, a light that exactly matched the prophecy left by the 7-colored immortal venerable. And in that moment, a final realization emerged. Maybe, even those who thought they were orchestrating everything were just pawns in a much larger game. Because in Renegade Immortal, the so-called waste rising to greatness was never about luck. It was about obsession so powerful that all of creation had no choice but to step aside. And so, the story of Wang Lin and the Tian Ni Zhu isn't just one of cultivation and power. It's a tale of obsession, manipulation, and a soul that refused to kneel before destiny. What seemed like fate was a battlefield of calculations. What seemed like madness became the key to overturning the heavens. Wang Lin was never chosen because he was lucky. He was chosen because he was the only one crazy enough to break the rules written by the universe itself. So what do you think? Was Wang Lin truly in control of his fate? Or was he just another piece on an even bigger chessboard? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your theories and interpretations. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more deep dives into the secrets of Donghua like Renegade Immortal, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss the next episode. Until next time, stay obsessed, stay curious, and never stop questioning the will of heaven.